Hi, welcome back to the garden. Today is Saturday, March 4th. And you know what Saturday means. We're going to do a quick review of this garden, then we're going to go to you and celebrate what's going on in your garden. And if you're new to my channel, you're in for a special treat. Saturdays are reserved for you and what's going on in your garden.
I don't think those carrots are quite ready to pick yet. Neither are the beets, but that's why we do it, because it tastes great. Right here in the corner, we've got some beets and kale that we planted. We also had this radish come up on its own. Look at that. Free radish. That's why we do it, because this stuff tastes great. The bok choy and the kale that we planted in December is coming along just fine.
You can do this too. It's not that hard. And spring is coming. If I look at the forecast, I've got one more weekend of really cold weather. In my 29 years, it usually snows the last week of March. We'll see what we get. I'm really itching to start planting some more. While I move on down to the next mini greenhouse, let's go to you and see what's going on in your garden. Patrice is making great use of her small greenhouse and screen covering and the back porch containers. As spring gets here, your hard work puts you just that much further ahead. This is great.
Patrice, that was awesome. And that just goes to show you, whether you're using a mini greenhouse out here in a traditional garden, or you're taking advantage of what you can do on your porch, if you start early, you get stuff that's that far ahead. And you can do this too. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one.
Bruce, your Florida food forest is amazing. My trees haven't even started to break and yours are covered in fruit. Your beds are coming along nicely. Your beans are doing well. Maylin, it's pretty cool to be able to go right out and pull carrots whenever you're hungry. And that cauliflower, that's simply amazing. Thank you both for sharing.
Well, I'm happy to see the purple lettuce is coming up and you don't even have to zoom in on it. Maylin, your carrots are amazing. That little radish there is going to be nice eating. Thing about did you just see the grasshoppers? The thing about these little mini greenhouses in the cold frames, it not only protected the plants, it protected some critters. But I also think we have a slug or two. That's a pretty nice little bite out of that oriental green. And these beets are doing just fine. You know, a thunderstorm and a couple sunny days, everything's really taken off. This ought to be a pretty nice little patch of carrots. We don't have any potatoes up yet, but I wouldn't really expect them to be up yet. Let's go on down the road and take a look at a friend of ours.
Walter wanted us to know that spring is almost here in northeastern Oklahoma. Looks like Walter's taken this weekend to start a patch of Roost Stout style potatoes. Pontiac Reds is a great choice, Walter.
Walter, it amazes me how you fit so much into a small area. That potato patch ought to be fine. Our arugula that we planted in September is already put on flower heads. We're going to let it go ahead and go to flower, help bring in some pollinators. Our lettuce, it just keeps right on and going. The thing about lettuce, if you just keep taking the leaves off a little at a time, you're going to be able to eat for a long, long time. And we planted this in September. Our daikon radishes are loving the mulch. They should be about 2 feet long when they're ready to harvest. Let's go on down to Texas and see what Valerie's doing.
Valerie has started to plan out her container garden with summer goodies. But she is still gathering tons of greens that grew all winter. Valerie, I think you've got a great tip for the large variety of plants to plant in a container garden. I think I'm going to try this method for quite a few of my plants. We'll see what we get. By starting your seeds in small plastic containers, it keeps them moist better than the paper towel method. And this way you know every seed that you sow is viable, which is much different than just planting the seeds in the soil and hoping for the best. Thank you, Valerie. Well, we do have a couple more things sprouted. I think I'm going to try Valerie's method And that way, whatever I put in these cells, I know is viable. That's a great idea, Valerie. Thank you.
Please hit the like button and leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. I invite you to become a friend of this channel. Let us help celebrate what's going on in your garden. All you have to do is email me at waylandsmalley5@gmail.com. The address is in the description box below. I guarantee all of the gardeners would love to see what you're doing in your garden. This is where we get ideas. This is where we get inspiration. This is where we get motivation. It motivates me to come out here every day, show you what's going on in this deep mulch, weed-free garden.
It's very exciting time. Spring is right around the corner, and you can do this too. If you'd like to learn about deep mulch, click that link right there, and I'll meet you right back here in the garden. If you'd like to learn how to plant in a deep mulch, click that link right there, and I'll meet you back in the garden. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.